thank God for last weekend, especially, amen, that International Day went very well. It went very well. It was a great time of fellowship and just food. And again, we just thank God. Just had a great time in the Lord. Amen. We're looking to do that again real soon. Amen. We'll give you another date. Amen. We thank God. Amen. Everybody that participated and helped out. Amen. 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 The food was good. The fellowship was good. Amen. Some folk misbehaved, but that's okay. Amen. We don't get it straight. Amen. Brother Steve, amen. They ate up all his food, I'm told. Amen. International food, it was great. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Amen. Amen. We had food from all over New Orleans. Amen. Amen. Y'all didn't get that until the Elder Webb stole it. Amen. Alicia brought some food. Crawfish something, crawfish pie, amen, but y'all didn't get none because the Elder Webb took it. He took the whole thing home. He took the whole thing home, amen, but we're gonna get it, we're gonna get it right, we're gonna get it together next time, amen. Folks showed up, Africans, amen, amen, down south, amen, watermelon, that wasn't even on the list, amen, yes, amen, amen. We had a problem with the Jamaican delegation. With the Jamaicans, amen. Stephen, the food was good. His food was gone first. Food went well, amen, amen, amen. But then somebody brought liquor. Somebody brought liquor. Amen. Somebody brought liquor, amen, amen. They called it iced tea or something like that, amen. But, amen. It was liquor, amen, amen. And we tracked it to the Jamaicans. We did research on it. The elders researched it. It was liquor. Amen. Amen. Clavette brought liquor. Clavette brought liquor to the International Day. She brought liquor. Amen. So we're gonna do some scoring. Y'all heard what Pastor said. Clavette brought. I tasted it. And see, I'm holiness. I'm sanctified. I'm saying I tasted it. It took me back 30 years. But I'm going to stay saved. I'm going to stay saved. Amen. Amen. So we're going to do some screening next time. So we're going to do some screening next time. Amen. But it was a marvelous time. And we just thank God for all your participation. Amen. It was a great time of fellowship. Amen. Amen. Everybody say this with me. Deliverer. Amen. Go with me. I'm at Psalm 91. I want to dig in a little bit more today. Amen. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Amen. We want to dig in a little bit more. I want to talk about the worshiper. I want to talk about the worshiper. I want to talk to you about the worshiper. Amen. How God, there's a special blessing reserved for the worshiper. Amen. Today I want to do a lesson really on spiritual warfare. I want to do a lesson on spiritual warfare. If that's what I want to do. Amen. I want to talk about angels today. I want to talk about angels. Anybody believe in angels? Amen. I want to talk to you about angels. Amen. I'm going to talk about it because it's in my text. It's in my text. Amen. I'm what's called an expository teacher and preacher. I don't bounce from topic to topic. That's called topical preaching. Amen. Taking a topic like Holy Spirit or sin or amen. There are times when I'll do what's called expository. I'll just go where the verse takes us. And today, amen, I want to talk to you about angels. I want to talk to you a little bit about angels because it's in our text. It's in our text. Yes. Psalm 91, verse 9. Psalm 91, verse 9. You should make the Most High your dwelling, even the Lord who is my refuge. Then no harm will befall you. No disaster will come near your tent. For he will command his, look at verse 11. He will command his concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against the stone. You will tread on a lion and a cobra. You will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because he loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. Amen. When you worship, When you're a true worshiper, yeah, the deliverer has supernatural ways of helping us. Yes. God's got angels. Yeah, God's got angels. Some of you heard about angels, amen. Maybe you heard about them when you were very young. But I want to update your understanding. I want to update your understanding. Amen. Angels are real. Angels prove that God exists. Angels validate God's supernatural power. The text says he will command his angels concerning you. Who saved me? Amen. Well, you need to pay attention. That verse we just read there, he will command his angels concerning you. If you've been in church any period of time, you've heard that verse before. If you heard it any time, especially if you heard a sermon on the temptation of Christ. Amen. If you look very quickly at Matthew chapter 4 or Luke chapter 4, this text was misquoted by Satan. Sunday school, y'all remember when Jesus was on the Mount of Temptation, when he began his ministry. First thing he did, he was taken to a mountaintop. He was taken to a mountaintop where he was fasting for 40 days and 40 nights. And Satan showed up to test him. And in the test, Satan misquoted this verse. Said, Jesus, look at Jesus, jump off of this high place, because God has angels that will catch you and won't let you fall. Anybody remember that Sunday school? Y'all remember that? See, Satan misquoted this to tempt Jesus to play some type of spiritual game with God. He tempted Jesus, trying to get him to perform some type of irresponsible act. Yeah. Satan will misquote the scriptures. That's why you got to know it for yourself. I say Satan will misquote. Satan and his workers will misquote the scriptures. That's why you got to know it for yourself. But Jesus came right back at him. Read Matthew chapter 4, read Luke chapter 4 when you get home. Jesus came right back at him and corrected him and said, no, Satan, we don't tempt the Lord our God. Amen. Yeah. So what we want to do, we want to talk to you about spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare, it's the ministry of angels. It's a ministry of angels. Yeah, and you need angels. I said you need angels. You know why you need angels? You need angels because it takes God's angels, it takes divine angels to fight fallen angels. It takes God's angels, it takes divine angels to fight fallen angels. What you talking about, Pastor Strong? Satan's real. Yeah, I say Satan's real. Amen. If you don't know, if you're curious about it, all you got to do is watch the news. Satan is real and he's busy. Amen. Matter of fact, he's not just busy, he's working overtime. Amen. And it takes God's angels. Everybody say God's angels. Come on, say God's angels. To overcome fallen angels. Come on, say fallen angels. Come on, say fallen angels. Superstition is religion that is erroneous. Superstition is misguided religion. Please, if you're writing down notes, write that down. What is superstition? Superstition is misguided religion. It is erroneous religion. All religion is not of God. All religion is not good. And you're saying, well, I'm religious. There are many roads to God. The devil is a liar. That's right. The devil is a liar. All religion is not of God. There's erroneous religion. There's misguided religion. Paul goes on, read on the soul. There's a spot system found in all of us that yearns for God. See, but you got to take that and fill it with knowledge. Knowledge and truth. Amen. Where y'all at? Y'all at Colossians? 2:16. Look at 2:16. Therefore, do not let anyone judge you by what you eat or drink or with regard to a religious festival. When the same place? Some people will beat you down about rules and regulations, spirituality. Do this, do that. Don't eat this, don't eat that. You know, they're regimented, being spiritual. And that's what this is speaking to. Look here, verse 17. These are a shadow of the things which are to come. The reality, however, is found in who? Is found in who? The entire Old Testament. Holiness, all of that stuff. You know, it was meant to distinguish you from everybody else. But then, here it is. That was getting us ready for Jesus. Everybody say Jesus. Here we go, verse 18. Do not let anyone who delights in what? Come on here. And the worship of who? And the worship of who? Look at this now. Nothing new. Disqualify you from the prize. Such a person, and the person we talk about, people who worship angels, for instance, people who worship angels. Such a person goes into great what? About what he has what? Watch this. And his what kind of mind? What kind of mind? Highlight, circle, underline that. Anybody that worships angels is not spiritual. They are unspiritual. The Bible calls them unspiritual. Matter of fact, what they are, they're superstitious. They're not spiritual. They're not spiritual at all. Let's go deeper. Let me diagnose what the real problem is. Verse 19. He has lost connection with who? Verse 19, look at it. He has lost connection with who? Amen. Who's the head? The head is Christ. But here it is. You're so focused on witchcraft and hocus pocus and spooky and all. You've lost connection with Jesus. And you walk around every time the wind blows. You just caught up now. You've lost connection with the head. And again, what this does, this opens a door for the enemy. This opens a door for the enemy. See, this type of person is what the Bible calls superstitious. You ever heard that term before? Ever heard that term before? Some of y'all heard it before. Very superstitious. Riding on the wall. 13-month-old baby. Here you go. If you believe in things that you... Well, hold up. If you believe in things that you... Then you suffer. Come on, take out your... Finish. I'm just going to stop. Lord, we love you. Lord, we worship you. We're living in the last days. Your return is drawing nigh. Our redemption is much closer than when we first began. Lord, we worship you today. Yeah, we give you glory, we give you honor. We contend for this faith that was passed down to us. Yeah. We contend for this faith that brought us. Like Timothy, he spoke of his mother and his grandmother. It was passed down to him. Didn't just pick this up on the side of the road. No. God, you're mama's God. Your grandmama. You're the God that my mother prayed to. You're the God that brought my mother and my father through. You're the God that brought my grandparents through. Yes, God, we got history. So, Father, here we are. Here I am to worship you. Yeah. A charge to keep I have, a God to glorify. Lord, we worship you. We worship you. I love you more than anything. Love you more than this world. I love you more than any man, any woman, any boy, any girl. We love you more than anything. You're the only one that died on the cross for us. You're the only one that purchased our salvation. So Lord, we worship you. We worship you. We give you glory. We give you honor. Lord, we pray for strength now. Pray for discernment. We pray for boldness. Give us courage. Lord, that preacher was up there talking, and I saw somebody's face. There's somebody I need to talk to. There's somebody I need to reach out to. There's somebody I need to challenge. There's somebody in my family, somebody in my circle. There's somebody, Lord, you stirred it up in the Holy Ghost. Lord, there's somebody that I need to reach out to. I love you more than anything. You are my light and my salvation. Help me to listen to me. Help me to let my light shine. Come on, lift your hand right there. Help me. I have a responsibility. To whom much is given, much is required. Help me to let my light shine. Fill me with your spirit, Lord. I love you today. We worship you. Deliverer,